Now at 11, Maryland says state-sanctioned fall sports can start in less than 2 weeks.
Club sports and youth leagues that meet their county requirements have already resumed, like fall baseball in Montgomery.
ABC 7's Jay Korf takes us to Cabin John, where parents and their young athletes share how important this is for mental health and shows us what competition in the COVID era looks like.
We are here for a youth baseball game.
For the coaches, parents, and players taking in this ball game in Rockville, there is immeasurable joy in hearing the news. High school sanctioned sports will soon return to Maryland.
Very, very excited. Everybody's excited to be getting back to normal.
Maryland's governor announced that school systems within the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association, or the MPSSAA, could start practicing for fall sports October 7th and playing October 27th. Since COVID-19 health metrics are trending so well in the state.
Being able to go out there and play some sports is really going to be, I think, a big thing for them.
Now, we should explain, this game is part of a travel league that is not governed by the MPSSAA, and they're able to play based on strict guidelines. They started their fall schedule a few weeks ago. Parent Chris Karis tells us his son could not be happier.
Everything they're doing is in a room. He never leaves his bedroom.
Now that he's returned to a space surrounded by fresh air, hustle, and friendship.
Obviously, we have, this pandemic over our shoulder here. You have to be careful, but anything you can do that brings life back to normal is a good thing.
We should note that public school systems in the state of Maryland are not required to begin sports practices on October 7th. For example, here in Montgomery County, that school system has decided for now to remain in virtual mode. In Rockville, Jay Korf, ABC 7 News.
And Montgomery County has been steadfast in shifting fall sports to the spring, but here's the calendar schools are allowed to go by. October 7th is the first day of practice that they can resume. Frederick viewers, we should note, though, that's the same day as this next school board meeting. Competitions could start almost 3 weeks later. The regular seasons would end December 12th. 7 on Your Side is reaching out to the Maryland school districts in our area. We'll let you know what the plans will be moving forward. Well, 7's on Your Side tonight with some hopefully good news for your high school senior. Because of the pandemic, many colleges in the DMV are now waiving ACT and SAT test requirements, including Howard University, which announced their decision today.
It's just so stressful, like with school and stuff, like now and the computers, it's just weird not having that accessibility of the teachers, the guidance counselors to help guide me.
Desmond Rozier is a senior at La Plata High School.
The colleges that I'm looking at now are mainly HBCUs, so I'm looking at Howard University now.
As a member of the class of 2020, he's in a unique group working to apply for colleges in the middle of a pandemic as some SAT and ACT centers close due to safety concerns.
Now I'm shooting to get it done in December.
If that doesn't work out, he's pleased to hear that there is a growing list of schools willing to consider his application without those test scores, including the one he's hoping to attend.
It just became obvious that this was the move that we needed to do.
On Thursday, Howard University implemented a test optional policy for undergraduate students for the first time.
We have a pretty stringent evaluation process here. We have a 36% acceptance rate at Howard.
Anthony Jones is the vice president of enrollment at Howard University. He says SAT and ACT scores will still be accepted, but applications without the scores will be based on other factors, including leadership qualities, their essays, and
we also look at letters of recommendation from teachers and counselors.
That just helped a lot.
FearTest.org is tracking a list of universities moving to a test optional application, and so far roughly 1,600 colleges and universities are listed.
Right now, this is only a temporary move for us. We'll evaluate it at the end and see if it's something that we want to move forward with. So what we're seeing across the country then are huge waves and swaths of schools that are moving to a test optional.
And we know almost 70 colleges and universities in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia have flexible SAT and ACT policies for the fall freshman class of 2021. Many adopting those stances during the pandemic due to the difficulty in scheduling tests. The list includes some of the biggest schools like the Universities of Maryland and Virginia, as well as the Naval Academy.